Okay. I think this should be working now. Let's see. Is it going to pop up? Is it going to let me click on it? I have no clue if I'm actually live right now. Aha! I am live. Good morning. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Yeah, starting a bit later. I ended up doing a bit of recording for the video, and I didn't feel like going and starting all the editing and stuff tonight, so I was like, oh, what the heck. We can get a little more work done. I'm not doing too bad. How about yourself? How about yourself? It's been a pretty uneventful day, all things considered. Everything's kind of been slow since winter break started, but I will take slow over cramming for finals any day of the week. Might wanna get a couple of these replanted. I need a trash can. I'm gonna go make one of those. Oh, good to hear it, Amori. Glad to hear you're doing well. Oh, do I actually not have the... Oh, okay, I have the trash can. Blueprint. Never mind. Never mind. Hey, Ninja! How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, the recording style, I've noticed that. The second I go and like start saying stuff on a script, I don't know what it is. I try to talk as naturally as possible, but the like script voice comes out. And yeah, it do be kind of odd like that, but actually, do I want to... I could just go out and collect titanium. I'm going to go forward. I think I'm going to collect a tad more titanium. Then we have to get a little bit of lead, because these cages are going to use a lot of foundations. And then apart from that, it's just getting a couple things like the stasis rifle and the repulsion cannon and stuff. After that, though, we're going to try and trap our first Leviathan. You know, all in a good day's work. Oh, well, that's very fitting. There's lead here, so we can actually kill a couple of birds while we're here. He's up there. He's probably not going to bother us. Not much he could really do if he wanted to, for being perfectly honest. Oh, I just have my prawns. Oh, no, I brought down my prawn suit. What am I talking about? We're gonna do a little bit of everything. We're gonna trap... I think we're gonna trap the Ghost Leviathan in the Lost River first. Just because I figure I'm gonna be in that area a lot. And the longer I'm there, the more chance that guy has to, like, clip into a wall or do something really weird. So, we're gonna do him first. And we might not even necessarily build the full cage. We might just do the bare minimum to get him stuck at first. Then we can build all the cages and stuff without worrying about him, like, clipping into a wall and whatnot. Yeah, we'll go this way. I do not have the jump jet. I could put that as one of the things we decide to grab before starting the actual construction. Because I definitely want the stasis rifle. Well, I'm gonna need the stasis rifle. Gonna need the repulsion cannon. And I'm probably gonna need a few ion batteries. Oh, the glass tube, yes. My goodness. Stripped all that quartz, that's crazy. Okay. Where is gonna be some more titanium? Let's go down here. There's more. Such a good place to get this stuff. No, Frosty's never used a bug. I don't even think you know what bugs are. Have you even beaten the game? Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You should be beating the game before you worry about like bugs and whatnot. Let's see. Okay, getting close to another full inventory. And then I think after this inventory we can head back to safety. Oh, silly floaty prawn. Oh. Oh, you're not what I'm scared of. Get out of here, buddy. Alright. That's a full inventory. That's a Reaper. I would prefer to not be here anymore. We're gonna try and make our way back to somewhere a little more pleasant. Yeah, I don't know what these bugs are that everyone keeps referring to. Because I play Subnautica, and that I've never heard of those. Here we are. Alright. My engine might be on, so we might get booped by a Reaper, but it'll be okay. Right, I gotta craft it down first. I always forget that. I wonder how much of my power cells I'm burning through just by doing this. I'm almost wondering if I need to get the thermal reactor in addition to everything else. Okay, that's a good amount there. We can build a couple of lockers up here to store a bit more titanium. We can use the titanium to store the titanium. Let's get one more. One more quartz. And this will make it a little easier also for just future resources we bring up here. A little easier to store all that away, so. In the locker you go. Although we do still have to go down here to craft stuff, so. That's going to be mildly annoying. Okay, I can move my phone back over. I had my phone kind of on the corner of my desk, because it was almost dead, and I had to let it charge a little, and it was hard to read chat, so. I can actually look at things a little easier now. Julie, I am going to be making some giant Leviathan cages. The plan is to trap a Reaper, a Ghost, and a Sea Dragon all in the same general base area. So we can have a big kind of zoo thing where you can go and see all the creatures in one spot. Because if we're truly living in the lap of luxury, you shouldn't have to go out super far to see all the things you want. It should just be right there. You know, we're here to make some great things happen in this Subnautica world. And I think kidnapping and trapping the local inhabitants is the best way to do that. There we go. And the prawn clipping's awful. I remember one time back when I was playing on the console edition on my Xbox that was really laggy. I jumped down into the blood kelp trench and the floor just never spawned in. And thankfully I had saved pretty recently, but that was something that happened. Yeah, so there's an area, if you go to the Lost River entrance that borders the mountains and bulb zone, there's a Reaper that hangs out near the entrance there, and then in the initial main chamber there's a juvenile ghost Leviathan, and he kind of swims right above a big ol' hole that leads down to the lava zone, where we can of course get a sea dragon, so I'm pretty sure that's the spot where they're all like relatively close to one another, and we're gonna have to do a bit of moving, but should just make things as easy as we can reasonably make them. Hello, D-Spear. Is it D-Spear or Despair? I think it's D-Spear. But I don't actually know 100%. I've been winging it these past few times. Hello, Hunter. Okay. Now, something's hitting me. Oh, we're causing bladderfish extinction. That's what. I need to get back to the life pod. Might honestly be a good idea to just surface. Because all the deeper stuff tends to kind of hang out down here. So we can do that and then. And people say the crash zone's dangerous. Just gotta get out of here. And we'll be good to go. D-Spear, yeah, I was reasonably sure, but eat your power cells? They don't seem like they'd be that tasty. Although they probably have a lot of calories, so, you know, if you're bulking, might as well. Okay, now is the next question, is where's... I need lead, and I need a bit more silver and gold. And then I need some ion cubes. Keen's life pod. That's only 1,000 meters away. And you know what? I'm going to need some lithium for reinforcements as well. So I think we'll head over there first. Mine some lead and lithium. Then we'll swing by, like, the underwater islands. Get all that taken care of. I should probably, real quick, just see what kind of blueprints I'm missing. So let's see here. So I'm going to need a stasis rifle. I'm going to need a repulsion cannon. I don't have the blueprint for that. I'm going to have to remember where that data box is, or someone's going to have to tell me where that data box is. But the actual prop cannon itself's really cheap. And then... what else? Just ion batteries, I think. Is there any more Cyclops upgrades we want? I mean, having the thermal reactor would also be really nice. Just having some extra power. We don't technically have the last depth module. We don't really need that. So maybe I'll pin the thermal reactor as well. If I have that, I do. Okay. So we'll try and get that. And then we'll try and get the stasis rifle. And then I can either look it up or someone can tell me where I can get a repulsion cannon blueprint. Because I don't entirely remember. Gotta love the non-buggy grass in the grassy plateaus. Just absolutely chillin'. Unlimited titanium but no copper, or titanium. Unlimited titanium but no titanium. I'm gonna take the unlimited titanium, I think. Oh yeah, the rockets. I'm gonna have to do that on one of my various worlds save files and post that. 'Cause the Christmas colored vehicles do look really cool. So I'm gonna have to totally hop on that trend. Hey, you just happen to have really good taste in usernames. That happens. That happens. Genius minds think similarly or something along those lines. Now we just gotta find some lead. Some lead and some lithium. That's quartz. That's not lead or lithium. Probably be quicker to do this in the prawns, so we'll get out. My goodness, we're thirsty again. Why does this guy die so quickly? Riley, you need to have a little more water retention endurance. Like, come on now. When you were writing that book, what, Surviving 4546B or whatever, did you tell them about all the times you were just chugging down tons of water because you're always thirsty? Were you eating a bunch of very salty snacks earlier that I didn't know about? The man's doing everything in his power to sabotage this whole operation, and I don't like it. Quit it, Riley. Cooperate a little more. It will be if we drown, Hunter. It will be if we drown. And if we get eaten, which is probably far more likely. Now, I thought there was supposed to be lead and lithium over here, because some idiot that may or may not have been me made a video saying that the best place to get lead and lithium is over here. So, I'm going to be very disappointed if I don't find lead and lithium. Ah, lead. We're halfway there. In this world, I got a few plans. My initial plan is to trap all the Leviathans and all the creatures in a big ol' zoo. Well, I guess I technically won't be trapping a reefback or a sea treader because reefbacks are basically impossible to trap. I tested it in creative and I couldn't even really get much going. And then sea treaders, you can trap them, but they're so far away from everything else, I'm just gonna conveniently ignore them when I'm making the video. There we go. And there's more lead down here. How nice. Oh, decompression sickness is my favorite. Mine up this lead. Hopefully we can get some lithium. Because I feel like I'm going to need a lot of hull reinforcements. I hope Subnautica 2 doesn't have that problem, because I really want to make videos on it. I think it definitely will initially, but it's gonna depend on whether people decide to hate it or not. It sounds like they're going more in the direction of Subnautica 1, just from the fact that they named it Subnautica 2 and not Subnautica 3 like we all initially thought. Very much gives me the vibe that they're hoping to follow in the first game's footsteps and not as much below zero. Am I in a Sea Treader's Path? Where am I? I am. Data wrecking the underwater islands? Ah, that's good. I am heading there, so I will check that out. Thank you, Hazzy. Come to think of it, I think you're right. So, we're going there anyway, so that just all works out. You should get back into Subnautica. It's fun. I definitely prefer below zero in some areas. I think biome-wise, it's interesting. I think the best below zero biomes are either at or above the best Subnautica biomes, but there's also just a lot of places in below zero that are very empty, which is kind of surprising given how small the world is. You'd really think they would try to pack as much into every single biome, but then you just have like the iceberg biomes and stuff that are very forgettable. And also the base building. The base building in below zero is just better. I mean, I feel like that's about as objective as it gets. It has all the same stuff that this game does, and more. Oh, did I miss a repulsion can? You know, I think when I went through the Aurora, I didn't do it very thoroughly. So that would explain why I missed it. But we can go to the underwater islands, because we're already heading there, because that's a good spot to get silver and gold, which I'm going to need for ion batteries, so we'll get that all out of the way at once. I just would like one more node of lithium before I head out. Yeah, they really knocked the visuals out of the park with below zero. You know, some of their decisions kind of surprised me, because it's like, they added the large room and like the domes, but then they didn't add any of the other stuff, and if I recall correctly, they also asked modders to not add them. So, I don't know why. But, I guess they probably have their reasons. Honestly, bottom of the underwater islands is pretty chill. It's deep and it's dark, but there's just bone sharks down there, kind of same as any other spot. Okay, that ought to be enough lead and lithium to get some reinforcements and foundations going, so I'm going to actually mine the squirts because I'm greedy. I'm greedy, it's right here. I am eventually going to need quartz for windows. Oh yeah, it's a great place to get both of them. I've tried a couple mods. Mostly just like quality of life things that were related to other projects I was doing. I haven't done like a full randomizer playthrough or something yet. I'm definitely going to at some point though. Alright, we got some quartz. Kind of looped around, so the Cyclops is right here. Now we try to slow down so we can get in. There we go. 2 Leviathans? Lucky. Unless, of course, you didn't want to be between 2 Leviathans. But I'm going to assume you were building there for the Leviathans. And now you get a double view, which is awesome. I know anytime I made a Leviathan observatory, if I could find a spot that had like 2 or 3 of them near one another, I would always try to do that. Hey Quantum, how's it going? Hope your day's going well. And come to think of it, we're going to need polyaniline for the thermal reactor, and that is going to require us to get some deep shrooms, so we'll probably just swing by home. Which makes sense, because it's on the way to the underwater islands. Lithium. I'll just do another lithium here. Put all that away. Alright. Back to home. Oh, I didn't have lights on. That's why I was... Ooh. Ooh, I'd also kind of like the sonar upgrade. Hold up. Hold up, do I have that? Can I make that very easily? I can't. Oh, that's cheap. That's cheap. Okay, we're swinging by one more place on the way home, guys. We're swinging by the Jelly Shroom Caves, if I can find it. Because I would like a little magnetite. I would like a sonar upgrade. Should do the Crash Zone Mesas in one of your videos, Ninja. One of your big challenges. That'd be fun. Because, like, no one builds there. No one builds in a lot of places that aren't named the Safe Shallows. So, never hurts to have a little variety. Okay, can I find the, Jelly Shroom Caves, please? Ozzy. Ozzy will know where that is, because he's right next to... As long as he's not, like, a bajillion meters away. Okay, he's 300. Go over there, get 3 pieces of magnetite. Go home, get deep shrooms. Sideswipe a rock, because we can. This is Subnautica. We do not have to exchange insurance with anyone, so... Gotta take your victories where you can get them. Alright. A quick trip in and out where we don't get eaten by any worms. I guess there's gold down here. I didn't think about that. I could just come down here and mine gold, and then I only gotta get silver when I'm over there, but... I'm going over there for silver anyways. I can get gold. That's one piece. Man, why is this stuff being so hard to find all of a sudden? Okay, here's 2. Here's 3. Alright. I'd love a base on the floating island. And I should at some point for one of the playthroughs, but there's just no resources up there, and it's very kind of out of the way. I should do it, though. It is such a unique spot. Yeah, give us more of the little caves in general. I know there's one network in the Bulb Zone that, like, connects over to the Mushroom Forest and stuff, and that's really cool and obscure, and no one knows about it. And that's awesome. They should do more of that in Subnautica 2. Oop, ignore that. Hi, Linux. How's your evening going? Uh-oh, have we run aground? Gonna pull a Costa Concordia moment here. Get out of the way, gas pods. My insurance doesn't cover you. BZ is magnetite. It's such a weird and obscure thing to get. I don't know if it necessarily has one spot. There's... Oh, Wookie is not doing so hot. Are you okay, buddy? You alright? I didn't bump you that hard. Oh, I'll scan you while you're here. Yeah, it's like some of the underwater ice caves. And there's little nodes and stuff where you can get it. Also, do we not have power? No, we do. Oh! Must have gotten a little too enthusiastic when I was driving one of these times. But yeah, I know you can get bits of magnetite in the Crystal Caves. It's probably the other best spot for it. Let's see, I need a couple of deep shrooms. I think it's 3. And then I think it's 3 deep shrooms and a salt for the hydrochloric acid. And then it's a bit of gold for the polyaniline, but that shouldn't be too hard. Just need a little bit of NaCl. Sodium chloride. Who needs air in a base? Breathing is such an addiction that people have. Oh, I need this air to live. You know what? You need to get over your addiction. You need to learn to say no. Air doesn't define you. You define you. And you need to ask yourself, who do you want to be? Do I want to be a slave, someone dependent on my need to breathe? Or do I want to take control of my fate? I will breathe, but I want to breathe, and when I want to do it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Salt. You don't need to prepare a speech when you're speaking from the heart. Is there another hole I did not know about? Where? How many leaks does this thing have? Oh, is it behind one of the... Yeah, it's behind one of the lockers.
Draining systems initiated.
Okay, I could breathe again. Alright. How well do I remember these crafting recipes? And then gold for the... Gold for the polyaniline. See ya, Julian. Have a good night. My entire base to a different biome. Pack everything up in your Cyclops. Just like, or make your new base. Like, grab the resources you need to make the new base and do that. And then just stick everything in your Cyclops like it's one giant U-Haul moving truck. See, and it's even accurate to real life, because the people in the U-Hauls don't know how to drive either. And we're over here banging into people just like them. Isn't it so beautiful when video games imitate real life? I need 2 polyaniline. I had to get 2 salt this entire time. I give up on life. That was the final straw. Alright, where is another piece of salt? You'd think I'm in the ocean. You'd think this wouldn't be too hard to get, but, you know. I managed to surprise people by complicating the most basic of tasks, and now is no different. Ah, salt. Right? Did I just hallucinate that? No, I did not. Okay, is there anything else I want that actually needs salt? I don't think so. Unless the repulsion cannon does, but I'm sure there's somewhere else I can get salt. If that is the case. Oh, we need more deep shroot. Do I have enough planted? Oh, no, I don't have enough planted. Okay, we're waiting for those to grow and we're crafting other things. I needed more magnetite. I am bad at this. I needed 5 magnetite. Ah. Well. This is ever so slightly awkward. We're just gonna make the stasis rifle and not think about that. I am good at this game, guys. I am good at this game. The Amori, that's the right mindset. Who needs sleep when who needs like a sleep schedule and whatnot? Okay, can I make a stasis rifle now? There we go. I actually think I'm gonna go steal my battery charger. Yeah, good night, Shoggled. You head out whenever you need to. I'm gonna take this. I can't believe I very obviously did not grab enough magnetite. This is not going very smoothly. You tried the chained napping. Hey, but when you chain nap, do you even need to sleep? Just cut out sleep altogether. Oh, cold. That's no fun. Hope you feel better soon, especially with, like, Christmas and stuff coming. picked the worst time to get a cold a couple weeks ago, back when, like, finals were happening. It was the week before, and, you know, everyone's supposed to be studying and whatnot, and all my body is telling me to do is just sleep. So, I was having a little battle there, but yeah, we got it done. I guess I'm going back to get 2 more pieces of magnetite, so... Ah, Ozzy's half a kilometer away. Is the Degasi habitat closer? Do I have the Degasi habitat? I don't have the Degasi habitat. Alright, we're going to Ozzy. That'll give the time for the acid mushrooms to grow. This is all part of the plan. And my phone's not close to dying, so I can actually keep my chat where it is. I did kill Leviathan in hardcore a couple times. What the? The unobtainable lithium. Okay, I can get it. Never mind. Oh, there is a little spot in the Lost River where a couple of those little brine falls come out of the water. And there's like little caves back there with gel sacks and stuff in them. And I was looking, I was like thinking that'd be a really cool, obscure spot to build a base. But no, it turns out there's just invisible walls, and you can't actually get in there. Yeah, the gasopod method's great for killing stuff, but it's also, like, super sketchy when you're in hardcore, because you don't want to mess up and get killed with... You don't want to be the thing the gasopods kill. You know, I wonder, in one of those areas where there's like 2 Reapers right next to one another, could you like line them both up with your stasis rifle and, you know, kill 2 of them with 1 set of gas pods? That'd be really cool. Oh, there's just silver. There's just everything I need down here. I still need to go to the one place, actually, so we're gonna keep coping and go to the... We're gonna keep coping and go to the underwater islands like we're supposed to. Good evening, William. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your time here watching my various debacles. I am so glad I got those swim charge fins. I haven't even had to touch my sea moth. It just keeps itself fully charged. It's amazing. I am never using Ultra Glide fins again. See, that's why I just store everything in my Cyclops. I can just drive my base somewhere. Alright, there we go. We have a little more limestone. Do I have... No. Okay. I have a magnetite chest. Okay, it didn't have enough for what I wanted, but I am really doing this all in the worst way possible. Okay, computer chip. Computer chip. Need some of this. Need a gold. Need some more table coral. Now we can make the sonar upgrade. Resource gathering is going good, William. I think we've gotten enough that we can make a decent start. And so now we're getting like some of the more niche gear we need. So we're getting some Cyclops upgrades. We're getting propulsion cannon, which we're going to turn into a repulsion cannon. And we're trying to get a bunch of ion batteries so we're not running out of power anytime soon. And after that, once we've kind of got the supporting infrastructure in place, then we can go ahead and go full on. We're going to try and trap a ghost tonight. Then we'll see from there. Alright, have my acid mushrooms been growing? Hey, G-Spear, have a good night. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Now we need a gold. And a wiring kit. That's sulfur. Here's silver. And 4 kyanite. Now we can scan the siege. Wow, I was reading chat and getting confused. Now we can make the thermal upgrade. So in theory, once we get down to the Lost River, we just find a nice looking thermal geyser, park up next to that, and we never have to worry about power ever again. Yeah, I don't really need the fire suppression system. I was thinking about making it, but we should be alright. Anything else I need before I go? I might just grab, like... No, I'm not. I'll grab a couple acid mushrooms. I'll grab a couple gel sacks. Just a couple things I might need. I don't think I'm gonna need benzene, but I'll grab one of it anyway. Grab a few reserve materials. We'll make a benzene. We'll make a silicone rubber and a lubricant. Put all that stuff away. Alright. Medkits, medkits. I need medkits. Otherwise, I am going to die very quickly. Is there still a hole in this thing? What is happening? Why? I didn't think I kept banging into it.
Draining systems initiated.
Space is just cursed now. I'll take that. I'll take these. That might be useful. Okay. There we go. This all can go up here, actually. No. There we go. Alright, alright. To the underwater island. Carrying on. Driving off into the sunset. How peaceful. What more could you ever want in a Subnautica life than this? I can, like, get up really high here, so we're practically poking out of the water. I can just pretend I'm, like, driving a car or something. Submer what? I don't know what you're talking about, Quantum. Those gasopods, they were sleeping, you know. No harm came to them. Oh, sonar, my beloved. That was loud. Now we head down, get some silver, get some gold. Turned the sub into a boat. Oh my goodness. Why does this ocean have so much fish in it? Jeez, man. Yes, a very deep sleep. Was there a gasopod? I didn't see any. Neither did I, William. You know, if we all just collectively lie, they have no witnesses. And we can kill the people who won't lie. So, you know. I mean, that's just a win-win-win in my book. And it'll only get to court if we, that's all the more reason to get rid of the people who will talk. I mean, when you think about it, the ocean is just a giant fish soup. It has a liquid, it has lots of vegetables. And it has those guys who I desperately want to boil. You should build your base, like, stupidly deep in the mountains. Next to a Reaper. Either that, or there's a tiny little bit... So you normally can't build inside of the Aurora, but in the drive room, there's a tiny spot in, I think, the bottom right corner, where the terrain comes up just enough that you can start building. You have to be careful, because if the stuff you're building accidentally touches the walls, you will just delete the entire inside of the Aurora, but you can have a base in the drive room if you'd like. On top of the Aurora is another good option. Super practical, super easy to get up and down. Just a really great environment overall. I don't know. I think I'm giving some pretty good suggestions here. I'm working as hard as I can. I'm giving it my all. Some people, man. You try to satisfy them, but they want, like, the whole world as their oyster or something. I am mining resources to make ion batteries at the moment, Jazzy, because we are going to trap leviathans. And to trap leviathans, we are going to need a repulsion cannon and a stasis rifle, and we're going to need to use them a lot, which means we're going to need a lot of power, which means we're going to need batteries that can hold a lot of power. What can hold a lot of power that also happens to be a battery? Well, an ion battery, of course. Okay, we've drilled enough silver to inflate the global price to a level that would hurt people economically. Now we go back up, get the gold, scarper on over to the Lost River, and get to work. Wait, no, there's a wreck. There's a wreck. I forgot we need to go to the wreck. Y'all are making a ruckus out there. See, that's the fun part, though. You gotta go as far out of your way as possible. It's 2025 Subnautica, alright? We don't do practicality anymore. We do purely... It's all the age of social media and stuff, you know? We gotta do something that looks as cool as possible in a post. That means building your base on the Aurora. Am I seriously dying of thirst again? Riley. Retain water better, alright? I don't know how. Get it done. I will not accept this insane rate of thirst. I won't tolerate it. No. And I'm gonna keep feeding you rotten food until your morale improves. Ooh, okay, if you want something that's, like, actually not half bad, on top of the giant mushroom tree is always a fun one. Or this island right here. That's also a good spot. What's catching my tail? Oh, it's that. Now, I just need to find the wreck. I don't remember where the wreck is. It's like this way, right? I saw it earlier. Oh, is it over here? Did I see a beam? Ew, it's right. I wonder where the wreck is. I think I found it. Okay. I think I actually need a prop cannon to get to this, though, so we're gonna make that really quick. Luckily, we now have an ample supply of silver. That's sulfur. That's the second time I've done that. I could get the filtration suit. That's true. Might not actually be a bad option. I think for now the marble melons should be able to keep us alive, though. Now we go back up. See, I think someone made a video on all the worst places to build in Subnautica. That did, like, super well. You could check that out. That guy knows way more about the game than you, so, you know, he'd probably have even better opinions. You could learn a thing or two from him, Ninja. I'm just saying. I think I beat the game around... probably like a dozen maybe 10 times at this point. Because usually when I replay it, it's like challenge playthroughs or something. I kind of had my one main playthrough where I was on that world for, I think, a week of like real time. And then I did a hardcore playthrough, another hardcore playthrough for a video, and some challenge runs and some other miscellaneous stuff. Yeah, he is a cool guy. Oh hey, I'm glad you liked the Emperor spot. Yeah, I was really trying with that video. I was trying not to just go to all the usual places that people bring up. I know I brought up like the Cove Tree and the Big Mushroom Tree and stuff, but I really wanted to look around, see if I could find some more niche spots that are really pretty. So I'm glad you liked that spot, because no one ever seems to remember that the Emperors grow up. So if you can go there, it's always fun. Okay, can you stop drilling me, please? Don't you have something better to do? Why would you attack the giant middle mech suit that's like 3 times your size? Like, from an evolutionary standpoint, shouldn't the, like, lizard part or whatever part of his fish brain that's concerned about survival, shouldn't that be thinking, hey, if I attack this giant mech suit, I'm probably going to get attacked and maybe die. I shouldn't do that. Can I get one more node of gold? Thank you. Ooh. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna drink some water. I think bone sharks only know aggression. It's just, their brain exists for one simple word: kill. Oh goodness, Subnautica, but all the creatures are like controlled by a person. Someone gotta make that happen. Yeah, you're not so tough when somebody starts drilling into you with a diamond-studded drill. Just like that. 3 nodes of gold and we're rich. And now we can get literally all of the... ion batteries we could ever possibly need. Alright. Back to the wreck. Back to the wreck. My newest video is, long overdue, that's where it is. Okay, I did the voice recording and stuff earlier, so I literally just have to put it together now. So it's close, trust. That I know I say that a lot, but this time it's actually true. Alright. That. Don't need a repair tool right now. Okay. That seems like a pretty good combo of stuff to have. Now we gotta find the way in. Only somebody made a video on all the wrecks and had a chance to, like, thoroughly explore them and all the ways to get in and stuff. I mean, I'd really love that knowledge right about now. Yes, so... grappling arm fragment that I don't need. But here's where we need the prop cannon. Because this is like the one spot in the entire game where there's actually a door that's blocked that you can't just climb over. Really wish they used that mechanic for more than just this one wreck. Propulsion cannon, you're right. I don't even know if it's mandatory in below zero. I think you literally... I think in below zero it's also just used to make getting to certain rooms easier. But you don't actually need it. Yeah, I need to get back to 1 to 2 weeks. Overblade. I do. I did it for my first semester in college, and I actually stayed on it longer than I was expecting, and it worked out really well. I think that's when I had some of my most sustained growth and whatnot. And then I let it slip one time, and I've had trouble getting it back ever since. Don't worry, Quantum, I don't think you missed a whole lot. We got the repulsion cannon blueprint, and now I'm just exploring the rest of this wreck because I don't know, when you're in a wreck, you gotta explore it. I think this all just loops around, right? Otherwise, I'm gonna have a very hard time finding my way out of here. Oh, no, it's another room. Ah, but it's a room with a hole, so we're okay. Okay, we actually have pretty much everything we need. Do we have any ion cubes left? I don't remember where I put those. Here. We have 2. We can make 2 ion batteries. That'll probably be enough for now. Okay. I think we have everything we need to head down to the Lost River. So, let's do that. Put my sonar on, because why not? Make sure I didn't leave my prawn suit behind. Good. Y'all are loud. We probably want to go around this side of the island. It's a little less dangerous. There's a Reaper on the other end. Why am I using the repulsion cannon instead of the propulsion? Because the propulsion cannon, it isn't strong enough to move the Leviathans. The repulsion cannon can actually scoot them around a bit. So now we just have to find the border of the dunes and the bulb zone. There'll be a nice little entrance to the Lost River that we can go down. And then somewhere around there will be the Reaper that we want to capture as well. So that'll be a nice little thing we can take a look at too. But there's nothing dangerous in the crash zone. Yes, you can scoot them around a bit. It's not like you can't send them absolutely flying, but you can move them a bit. And also, I heard from someone that when you move them with the repulsion cannon, we're just driving into the mountains here. This is not quite where I want to be, I think. We want to be along the border, but I think it's further down. Oh, we got, like, people on us. Oh, that's just ambules. Yeah, okay, we're fine. I was worried it might have been something dangerous for a second. What? See, look, no damage done, basically. Okay, is it, like, down here? How am I having trouble finding this entrance? I think it's down here. Yeah, it's down here. So, that might have been it. Yes, I believe that's the Reaper. Over here. I believe that's the Reaper we're going to move. Do you mind? So we'll eventually move him down this hole here. Just need them all to, like, bug off for a minute. Look totally friendly. Look at him up there. Just having a good old time. This is the entrance, right? So I'm going to look very stupid if I turn around and there's nothing here. Okay, there is a cave here. Good. Now we go down here a while and we'll find ourselves a nice happy ghost Leviathan that we're going to try and trap. Which reminds me, I should probably actually save now, because if this guy goes into a wall, we kind of have to reload. I swear, officer, I ran over that bone shark in self-defense. Yeah, I usually main the Blood Kelp Trench, because it's just really easy to find, and it's so safe. This entrance... Carrying on, this entrance is really direct, but it's also really dangerous, because you saw back there, you have to go past the Reaper. And down here, there's a ghost, and then you pop out on the other side, and there's like a sea dragon almost immediately, so... It's direct, but you gotta go through the most stuff, whereas, like, Blood Kelp Trench, I feel like it's probably the safest, and I just typically don't like to bother with stuff, you know, I have no idea what that is. You know, we passed a lot of sleeping creatures. You know, I'm glad. The Kharaa must be causing everyone a lot of stress. So if people are able to lie down, you know, have a little nap every once in a while, I think that's a good thing. I believe somewhere down here there should be a nice little happy ghost Leviathan, who's going to be slightly less happy once we put him in a small little cage, but, well, that's his problem. There he is. Okay, we're going to save again, because I am really paranoid about this guy going through a wall. I have not actually fully tested my means of trapping him initially. So, we're going to be learning on the fly here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I just need you to, I really need you to not just go into a wall. So, alright, let's see here. We need food. Prop cannon. Oh, right. I can turn that into a thing now. I probably should have done that earlier. 2 magnetite. Oh, thank goodness I got a little more. Thank goodness I got a little more magnetite. Because otherwise, we'd be in a bit of a rough spot right now. And let's see. Oh no. I'm 1 copper short. Is there like some limestone? Oh, this is about to be fun. Oh, he's going for him. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Please give me copper. Hey, it gave me copper. Hi, buddy. Alright. And we need 1 gold. Right. And now that I think about it, let's go ahead and make the ion batteries as well. Ooh, Lord, he pushing us. He pushing us. I don't think he's aggroed onto us, though. Ghosts are weird. Oh, I need a modification station. Guess what I don't have? A modification station. Well. Can I make one of those very easily? Do I have a diamond? If I have a diamond, I can make one if I just get 2 more copper. Do I have a diamond around here somewhere? Because if I did not, then I might swear. And that would get me demonetized, and I don't really want that. So I'm going to ask you again, do I have a diamond? I don't think I do. I do. I have a whole locker called diamond. Table coral? Ah, wait, no. I think I can get that, though. I can get table coral up here. There's a handy-dandy little spot up here that I passed. That I should be able to get my table coral, and I should be able to get my copper up here. There should be... It's either here or it's a little further back up. Thought it was here. Yes, table coral. So you can actually get a little bit of this in the Lost River. And then now we just need a bit of titanium, or a bit of copper. Bit of copper. Any copper around here? I need a limestone, really. Or I could break my battery charger and just worry about that later. You're not going for me, is he? No. Please don't go. No, don't go into the floor. See, if he doesn't pop back out, that's a problem. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you going to come back? See, that's what I was worried about. This guy loves... Okay, I think he coming back. Yes, okay. He came back this time, but this guy loves to just get shot into, like, low Earth orbit. And that's a problem for us. Hi, Yusuf. This has a... Yes, okay. We're just gonna make our own modification station. Pray that this guy doesn't yeet himself into the stratosphere before we can get him in a cage. I do now need another computer chip, though. Yes, we are going to trap this Ghost Leviathan if all goes well. We've got our repulsion cannon, we have got our stasis rifle, and we have our habitat builder. I'm trying to think about which ones I want to give an ion battery, and I will think I will do it something like this. Now we need to dump everything that's not essential out of our inventory and fill it up with titanium. So, wiring kit, that can go like up here. We can put one of the batteries away. We'll take the 2 med kits, Thermoblade and Scanner can go away. Let's see, Laser Cutter, I don't need that anymore. Not down here. And then I think the rest of this... is all... Nope, Air Bladder, don't need that. Habitat Builder, this... is this their tool? I'm not... Repair tool, I don't need that either. And now the rest of this could be titanium. Okay. Okay. Maybe we go in with the prawn. I do not want to save until I can visually confirm that he is still... Okay, he's still here. We're gonna save again. Actually, this is actually a pretty good spot. Okay, we have to make the second shot, though. Alright, alright. Have not tested this in any way, but we're gonna... Might be too close to the ground here, actually. Because we need to basically surround the man. Okay. I actually want you a little higher. Up. Oh, no. I want you... Yeah, here's probably good. Here's probably good. Now we need to build around him. Which... I am not at all experienced in doing. We're just gonna... You know... Give it our best shot. Need to somehow... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're kidding. A little restless, but that's okay. I'm really hoping this actually works, because... Ouch. That's why we got the reinforced dive suit. I'm gonna lie, his hitbox is way bigger than I was expecting. This is... Luckily, we can basically stun him as much as we need to. Yes! Okay, we can start to build over him now. That's good, that's good. You might be able to see kind of the vision here. We build over him. We make it so he can't get out. Build a big old bubble around this dude. And pray he doesn't find a way out. Now I think we actually need to take a little air break. running out of titanium, but we'll cross that bridge. Cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh no! Wait. Ah, but see? Look, we partially blocked him in, so he wasn't able to get out. Nope. Alright, everyone remain calm. There we go. There we go. I'm a trained professional. I'm a trained professional who definitely knows what he's doing. Okay. Now for the tricky part. We need more titanium. So we need to do that. And then we need to go back and we need to get as much titanium as we can. I'm sorry, buddy, but I can't have you running away on me. Okay. Where else do we need? We need over here. I think we're starting to get him surrounded, but I think over here is the big... Yeah, over here is the big spot where we're lacking. I think we're actually getting close to having this dude surrounded. I just want to be extra sure before I let him go. I think over here is the biggest spot we need to close up. Good night, Amori. Hope you have a good one. Okay. I'm gonna stun him one more time. I'm gonna add a few more foundations in. And then we're gonna save, and then we're gonna see what happens, see if he breaks out. I think that's good. We're gonna save. And we're gonna see if he can figure a way out of here. Okay, he's bugging around a little more than I'd like, but he is not going anywhere, which is good. So it feels like we might have him trapped. Alright. That's progress. I was already not 100% sure if that would work, so alright, great. We've made a very scuffed trap, but yes, it's gonna be better than this. It's gonna be better than this. This is just a temporary trap so he doesn't go wandering off into the inside of a cave somewhere. I'm mildly worried he's going to glitch out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to save, and we're going to back off a bit. And we're going to see if when we come back, he gets out. Because all we're doing right now is testing. Because if he's well and truly in there, we can start building the cages in this area. But if I go away, are we going to come back and he's going to explode out of there? He still appears in there for now. Then we can start the big old cages. Doesn't he look like he's having a great time? He's bopping to something. Or he's having a seizure, one of the two. Hey, as long as he's there on display, I don't really care what he's going through. He's tweaking out, yeah. Yeah. Oh? Oh, I thought he got out for a second. Alright, we gonna go a little farther away. Trying to, like, properly unload him. I want him to, like, there. I want him to pop out of view. And I want to go back. I want to see if he's still there. Okay, he... From my very limited scope of tests, he appears to be trapped. And also not too happy with me. That sounds like a you problem, buddy. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Okay, okay. Very nice, very nice. Now we can actually get started on the cages. Brilliant. Brilliant. Alright. Don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna get you in a better home. I treat all my zoo creatures with the utmost respect. He does look like he's being electrocuted. I mean, this is just a giant size... This is just a fun-sized amphibian. Now, he's probably about to get really mad at me, because I'm going to turn on the Cyclops and drive right by him. But, actually, if he didn't get... Nope, he's mad at me. He is well and truly mad at me. I just need to get over here, because I want to start building from over here. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. I'm honestly kind of surprised we were able to get him trapped so easily, so. That went better than I was expecting. I was really worried he was just going to instantly break out. Alright. We can keep that. And now we get lead and we get to work. Let us get our lead, wherever I put that. This is a great storage system because I can find the things I want so easily. Hopper. Okay. The tricky part is, however we design these cages, they have to be big enough that they can, like, comfortably fit, but also not too big that we just totally run out of space in here. So what I'm thinking is we do, like, the Reaper and the Sea Dragon cages over here, pointing, like, that way. And then in the middle, we have the big area where we do, like, all the regular fish. And then on the other side, we can have the Sea Dragon, because I'm not 100% sure if he's going to try and murder everyone else. We do something like that. So, let us get started. When is your face revealed? I don't know. I don't know. There may be one, there may not be one. We will see. He's not out, is he? Buddy, you're scaring me. I keep thinking you're free. It's really making me nervous. Yeah, we'll see about, like, the face reveal if that happens. I am not entirely sure if it will, but... it's not something very easy to roll back. Okay. Here we go. I want to get it kind of as close to the side here as I can, because these are going to be some reasonably sized cages. Like this. Oh, did he? No? You keep tricking me into thinking you've gone out. And it's making me very nervous. If I build that there... I can get stuff across. Okay. Here we go. And they said I would never get out of mining titanium in the crash zone. And look at where we are now. Building a big ol' Leviathan cage in the Lost River. I'm trying to think about how big it should be. Because bigger is more resources, but it also looks nicer. And I honestly don't mind mining more resources. Like, that's doable enough. So, probably either 3x2 or 4x3. I want something to where I can hopefully build the Reaper cage next to it, and they're, like, symmetrical. So I might actually bump this out one further. Let's see, though. We'll see. We go like this. Yeah, I think we're gonna go... I think we're gonna go one more in this direction. We're gonna take one row out that direction, and then we're gonna go one more row across this way. Oh, you're right. I should totally add plants at some point. I can probably stasis rifle and build those in after the fact. But yes, yes, every aquarium needs plants. You're right. So we do something like this. A 4x3. And I don't know, we can always maybe make the sea dragon one a bit bigger. I just don't want to, like... I want to give them a little bit of... Well, is that going to be too wide? Is that going to be too wide if I try to build another one? Because they, unfortunately, the cages can't share a wall. Because the Reaper, he doesn't play nice. He will totally just go through and try to murder whatever I put as his neighbor. But, like, if I do that here, they shouldn't be able to get one another. So, can I do 3 more in this direction? I might actually be able to do 3 more in this direction. Okay. This is the hardest part. It's getting the logistics sorted out. Once that happens, it's relatively simple. We just build everything. Safest path to the Lost River, that's probably gonna be through the Blood Kelp Trench. I had to give my, personal opinion. That, or it's a little easier to find, but the entrance is a little bit more dangerous, you could say, the Deep Grand Reef. Because that is right next to a very, very notable structure that has a beacon pointing directly to it, so... If you want pure safety, I'd go the Blood Kelp Trench. If you want to have a little bit of an easier time finding the exact entrance point, maybe go the Deep Grand Reef one. Either way, you can't go wrong, because they're going to put you out in a very similar part of the Lost River. Yeah, okay, I think this'll work. Because we can totally get... Yeah, awesome. We can get compartments around here. Nice. That can go forward. We won't run into any issues there. This should be far enough apart that they can't attack one another. If it isn't, I can move these walls inward. I guess now we can start on the walls. Most of the lockers further down in the bottom area. Oh, I didn't think about this. I realized I was going to need a bunch of I realized I was going to need a bunch of reinforcements, but I didn't think about the fact that these foundations are going to actually do a lot of the heavy lifting for me in terms of hull integrity. Hi, Yogurt. Now we just build. Just get a bunch of titanium. Oh, and the swim charge fins are helping out the old habitat builder, too. That's going down a lot slower because I'm swimming. So yeah, I think this should be probably big enough for a ghost. Again, once they're in here, I can always expand it by, like, a side if I need to. I'm waiting for the moment he glitches out and, like, ruins everything. This is going far too smooth. So, something's going to have to go wrong, because this is a project that I am doing. Oh, Ninja! He has done it. He has found where he shall build. Do you want me to leave a house for you in one of these cages? Do you want to be one of the display items, Ninja? We can get that set up. And get you a little aquarium or something, a little prison cell. First person to ever use swim charge fins. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They're great, though. They're so good when you're doing stuff like this. Because your swimming speed isn't impacted by them. I learned that was when I was making my speed video, and so if you use the Sea Glide to go everywhere, which most people do, then you're not taking a speed penalty. So, like, yeah, if I'm using my habitat builder and swimming around, I'm gonna go really slowly. But you just go everywhere with your Sea Glide, so it's fine. You don't like him, Frosty? Oh yeah, we can, like, put you in there, Ninja, and you can be, like, the bait. Oh, you lose speed in below 0? That sucks. I now single-handedly understand why people hate that game. Hey, Apex. Welcome to the cage building stream. Still in there. I keep thinking he's going to escape. Everything speed-wise and below 0 is so messed up, honestly. They just made the character slower, and like vehicles and stuff slower to try and give the feeling that the map is bigger. And I'll admit, I didn't fully notice it the first time, but I can't kind of unnotice it now. And it's like, you didn't have to do that. I think one of the times I really noticed it is I was trying to figure out how to get to the bottom of the void in that game, because the prawn suit falls super slowly. And so one of the things that I was trying to figure out, oh, can I just put on a bunch of ultra high capacity O2 tanks and swim down there? And when I had like my inventory full of like 4 of them, it was so slow, even with a sea glide. I was like, oh my goodness. You were barely even moving. Unfortunately, you can't put foundations on top of other foundations, which is a real shame. I guess if I technically started a separate build, I could, but we'll just have to do a little crisscross pattern with the compartments, but that shouldn't be too hard. I hope I can actually finish this cage with the titanium I have. You know, it's all so easy when you're doing this in a creative test world to, like, see if they're gonna fit and stuff, but man, you get in survival and you get resources involved. That stuff gets expensive quick. Yeah, I wouldn't say Below Zero is better. I like it. I think more than a lot of people, but I mean, the first one takes the cake in most areas. The story and stuff's still just better. Oh wait, I don't need that. You know, I actually wonder, could I get foundations on the roof if I started technically a new base? Could I make that happen? Speed based on encumbrance in Subnautica 2? Oh, that would be... I mean, they kind of already do that in Subnautica. It's just very, very minor with the O2 tanks. But if you do put like a bunch of ultra high capacity tanks in your inventory, you will feel the speed decrease. But you do have to have a lot for it to be really noticeable. Alright, now we can add this row of compartments, and then we just gotta put a roof on this thing, and then we can get Mr. Ghosty Boy into his final home. Man, I am burning through titanium way quicker than I thought I was going to. Back on the grind, indeed. How will you get inside the cage? I will probably just be able to swim through the bars. Getting him inside... Man, maybe I'll have, like, a little observatory that pokes through, so you can, like, actually be a bit safer. How many weak Holland messages will you get? Probably a lot, because I have got couple of bases now that are going to be below for a while. But I think I just poke out one of these holes, one of these bars, I get him in there, and then I stasis rifle him, and we should be good. Oh, like, that's my guess. It's probably going to be in the thousands. Pretty good into the thousands, because... I mean, for me to actually be at a point when I can start thinking about the hull integrity, all of these cages are going to have to get built, as well as the stuff in the middle. So the 650 will go away, because that's that stuff over there. And as soon as I get this cage built, I'm taking all that down. I want to get... I know he hasn't broken out yet, but I still don't like him bouncing around in there. I don't want to keep that as a long-term solution, so the quicker I get him out of there, the better. I might legitimately need to go mine more titanium. Hey, we'll be going back to the crash zone if we do run out as quick as I think we're going to. We might need to actually start putting lockers on the top floor. But like really, like it's a big build and all, but we only had to mine titanium for like an hour. That's not that bad. I'm honestly not sure whether this is the painful part or moving the Reaper and Sea Dragon is going to be the painful part. Gotta find another spot. Ninja, you can move Reapers too. You should do what we're doing over here. Move like 5 Reapers onto one spot, and then just live there. That's true, and I probably will make them. Let's see. I need to get the roof in place. And I have an idea for how to do that. Let me get the last of my titanium. Wait, no, I filled all this, I'm fine. Oh, okay. Oh, we have plenty of titanium for this first cage. Never mind. Although we might be out of lead. No, we're fine. Oh, we have way more than I thought. Okay, we're good. We're chilling. The fine people want me to add corner pieces. Yeah, the screaming's very annoying. If they could just shut up, it would be very nice. Unfortunately, I don't know where Ghost Leviathan's vocal cords are, so I can't just go in and rip them out, but believe me, if I knew, I would do it for you. Because he cannot stop screeching. Here I was thinking we were about to run out of titanium. We were only half out of titanium. Mute the sound. I can lower Subnautica a little more. I lowered it a couple decibels on OBS. Yes, if any of the audio ever gets too quiet, or I ever can't be heard as well, let me know, because I can't actually hear, you know, what's going on the stream end of things. Well, but I can play around with the settings and change things if people want things to be changed. Okay. My idea is, right, we build what is technically a different base. And so in theory, yeah, we did it a little too low. We did the space a little too low, but we can add the foundations. So if we just rebuild this a little bit higher. So if we do like that, I'm trying to see if I can get another layer of foundations up here, or if that's just... That might just be wishful thinking. I might just be better off doing boxes on the top. As a matter of fact, I probably am. What do we think? Should I try and get the foundation thing to work up here, or should I just, like, do a big checkerboard pattern for the roof? So I will do what the fine people want. Oh no, we are out of marble nodes. Again. Boxes. X compartment. Yeah. I think y'all are probably right. In a perfect world, I'd line the other one up and it would look great and amazing, but X compartment, yeah. I think y'all are right. I gotta figure out how to do this now, because it's not a perfect circle. Or it's not a perfect shape thingy-madoodle. But... Are you okay, buddy? You don't look okay. Okay, I think I have an idea. I have played Mobile Subnautica. As a matter of fact, at one point, I did a whole playthrough and wrote a whole script for, like, a review of it, and then realized probably nobody was going to want to watch a review on Mobile Subnautica. So I never actually got around to finishing that video. I do have the script and the footage, though, so I guess if people really, really want a Mobile Subnautica review, I can make that. I thought it was pretty good, though. I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, no, this'll work. This'll work good. Titanium's cheap. And then we just pick one of these sides and do the same. I did not know that. Oh my goodness, Quantum, thank you. Well, you have have yourself a good night, buddy. My goodness, appreciate the donation. Absolutely. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Yes, you have yourself a great rest of your night. XP is now unrivaled. True. True, you are the undisputed. You're the undisputed king of the lithium miners. Do like this. And then this one won't quite be lined up with the bars because, again, too wide center, but, you know. He is ascending even further beyond the realm of lithium miner. I should make him like a lithium foreman or something, you know, overseeing the rest of you guys. He deserves it. And then over here, we do like this. Oh, quit your moaning. You're gonna get a home here soon. Diamond miner, that's true. Right under the front of the Aurora, nice. I don't think he'll be able to get out there. That's... Nah, if he can't get out there, he can't get out here. Because their heads are very large. Are you streaming tomorrow? I'm not 100% sure. I've kind of been making these up as I go along. I might, though. I might try to. You know, with how well this has been going. So. A tentative yes. I can try to give more of an update on my Discord. I will try to stream tomorrow. I have been liking streaming a lot. It's very nice. If I don't feel like doing anything else, I can just do this and work on something that's like related to a video and be productive and have a nice little chat with all of you guys. So that's like a triple win right there. Getting very close. Bye, official BT. Have yourself a good rest of your night. Empty, those are empty. Yep, getting very close. Getting very close. Almost done with the roof. What are we? My goodness, 158. I'm gonna have to add so many reinforcements to get this thing to not implode on itself. At least we know one big old trip to the crash zone is like bit over 1 cage worth of titanium. I should actually put this lead back because it's just taking up room. Set a timer. Yeah, that we're gonna be getting warned about that hull integrity for quite some time. I think we're actually on the last little section of the roof here. So then will come the fun part. The only thing that keeps you going. Yes. You need to do more dumb challenges then. I guess that is a dumb challenge. Okay, I think that's good. Now we save. And now we open up one of these. You know how substance abuse can make people numb to those substances, so they take more to experience that high? Yes. No, it's like me in the crash zone with the Reapers yesterday. It's like, they're not really all that scary anymore. Okay. We save. Now we go let bro out. Do I have... Okay, I have a med kit. It should be good. Lots of bulkheads. Alright, Jerry. Alright. Are you gonna behave if I let you out of there? Are you gonna not go flying through a wall? I don't know what's currently blocking you in, but I'm gonna take this out. I think this one is. Okay, like, surely you're free now. Yep, he free. He free. He free. He free. I need you this way, buddy. I need you to not go into a wall, please. Although I did save, so it should be alright. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, big guy. Yeah. Need you to in here. You can get in, right? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, is it not high enough? If it's not high enough, that could be a slight problem. Wait, okay, we're... No, it should be, it should be. I do not do Twitch currently. I have a Twitch, and... I probably will do Twitch eventually. I'll probably do a dual stream, but do not do it currently. Okay, buddy. This should be a big enough hole for you. Come on. I need you to not go through a wall. Yes, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on, you know you wanna. You know you wanna. You know you wanna. Just haven't set up dual streaming yet. Okay. Come on in, buddy. Please be able to fit through here. No, why? Why can't you fit through that? Do I seriously need to take out this bar, too? I will. I'm gonna do it. Here at some point. I'm gonna figure out dual streaming. Come on. Do I seriously? I'm gonna run out of air eventually. Please tell me you can fit through here. Come on. Come on, buddy. That's like so wide. It's like so wide. Do you seriously need it to be taller? You seriously can't fit in here? Oh my gosh, I gotta rebuild it then. I gotta rebuild it, but like one higher, I think. Okay, well, that's why we saved. We saved before we let him out. So, we're gonna leave. And, you know, I got one or two things I gotta do. So we're gonna take like 5. Maybe not 5, like 3 or something. Take like 3 minutes. And I will be right back. We'll build the thing higher. And then it'll be all happy. Alright. I have returned. Before we totally jump back into things here, it worked so well the last 2 times, and we are now, like, insanely close to 100 members. So I'm going to, again, shamelessly plug the Discord server. You should join. It's really cool. It's a good way to get notified about videos, upcoming streams, and just other thingy-madoodles. So, yeah. Alright. Back into the swing of things now. If I remember correctly, he should still be trapped, right? Yep, still just chilling over there, having a jolly old time. Okay, so we actually have to make this one higher. Oh, ready for trouble. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I personally hate the sound of my own voice, but I think that goes for a lot of people when they hear their own voice on a recording, so, you know. Suppose that's not too out of the ordinary. So I think we gotta bump this up by 1. Hopefully not 2, because that'd be really annoying, but... I got me a nice little drink of water. We're gonna be fully hydrated now. Should just be a few minutes to raise all this up, and then we'll be good to hopefully get him in his new home. The good news is, I don't actually have to go in the Cyclops every 5 seconds, because I can just steal all of this stuff. It's genius. I need to start, like, if I'm gonna stream more often, though, do it as a more proper thing. I should get some, like, little screens and stuff I can put up. I need to get some, like, I'll be right back things so people don't just join and see a blank screen and get very confused. Because I could see that happening. I'm glad you like my voice, Mr. I'm a banana. Hey, you know, if there's a good fruit to be, bananas are a good fruit. We'll add in... That's true, only psychopaths. I heard it has something to do with, like, your ears are in a different spot compared to your mouth, so you hear your voice differently compared to other people. I don't know what it is. All I'm saying is, if that's the case, I feel sorry to whoever I'm talking to for having to listen to my yep box. But I guess nobody's told me to shut up too many times in my life, so it couldn't have been too horrible. I'll keep that there. Makes a good marker of what parts I need to build where. Oh, that's the wrong way. I listen to music? It depends. I'm not listening to anything right now. But... sometimes, yeah. If I'm ever doing, like, B-roll... especially something like that that's a bit more mundane, if I'm filming that, I'll either have music on or I'll put on like a podcast or something. Oh, I'm about to drown. So yeah, I'll usually have something to kind of pass the time. I've got the music, the in-game music off right now because I figure when this eventually becomes a video, it'll be easier to just add in my own music. That was actually something I was going back and forth with whenever I was doing the 100 Days on Hardcore Subnautica video. Because I was like, I don't want music, because I'm going to want to add in my own music for the actual video, but at the same time, I'm also going to be playing the game for like 30 hours, and the music is so good, and I want to listen to it while I'm playing, and like get immersed in everything. So I ended up just settling on, I put the music down really low, to the point where once I decreased the audio, because I was going to do that anyways, you couldn't really hear it. Oh, yeah, so much voiceover work. It'd be great. Society as a whole would just be so much better. That's probably, like, why wars and stuff start, you know? Because, like, politicians, they go in front of those microphones and stuff, and they think they sound awesome. And then they go back and hear it later, and they're like, oh my goodness, what? What is that? And then they get all really defensive and try to, like, overcompensate by, you know, warring. That's for sure 100% how the world works. Don't fact check me, there's no need to, because I'm 100% right. I wish I could play it again for the first time, too. I guess Subnautica 2 is gonna kind of give us that feeling. Get to be scared of all the creatures again. Get to be like, ooh, what is this? I've never been to this spot before. That'll be a lot of fun. Hey, at least he's not spazzing out anymore. I think it's because the, when I built the upper base pieces, the legs were, like, coming down and clipping into him. So, I'm at least not imminently worried that he's going to escape anymore. So that's nice. That's really nice. I am a finance major. Finance and accounting. Those are the fields I have chosen to study. I am having a pretty good time while doing it. Fixed a bug report I put in, a big bug that cost me. Oh my goodness. I can't believe there's a bug that would lose your save like that. That sucks. I can see why you wouldn't want to play after that. I'm glad they fixed it. I'm trying to think. I knew some stuff. I basically watched the Socks for One. I played Subnautica for 24 hours straight video. So that kind of spoiled some stuff, but I didn't know like all the inner workings and whatnot. Which I was pretty happy about. So I kind of got to discover some stuff for my own. I'm glad the devs are still going around doing bug fixes and stuff. It'd be easy to see, like, say, like, oh, it's, you know, it's a pretty old game at this point, not do anything, but, you know, the fact that even relatively recently we got, like, the large room and stuff, that's, like, really cool. How many streams have been done? This is the third stream, so you haven't missed much. I'm planning on doing Subnautica streams, as well as just other games I find interesting. I might do some, like, Lethal Company here soon. Minecraft's definitely one that's gonna happen. Maybe some Raft, that sort of stuff. Just things I find interesting. I guess I'll take these out. I do have a couple of modded Subnautica playthroughs in mind. I would like eventually to do the Red Plague. And I've never actually played around with like Return of the Ancients and stuff, but I should do that at some point. And just there's some other stuff, mods that I think could make for fun challenges that I do plan to do at some point. That's probably the plan. I'm gonna have the streams as kind of background footage. Maybe it'll cut to a bit here and there, but yeah, we'll do a lot of like my current style of videos, I guess, which is mostly voiced over, but occasionally if something really interesting happens, we can cut to the actual live take. Hey, I'm down, Ninja. I'm down. Just message me. We can figure out when we're both free. Make a fun little stream out of it. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. How do you feel about building bases above water? I like doing a bit above water for my main base, so if it ever floods, my bedroom is at least dry. Yeah, I always think it's cool when you can kind of do a little mix, have a little spot that's above water, because you're so used to being underwater. So it's like, you get to have that little slice, look up. I like to do, you put a little foundation out there, and then you can grow the indoor plants that you normally have to grow inside, like the bulbo trees and stuff, and you can grow those outside, and have a little look out towards the aurora and stuff. It's so peaceful up there. So I do like quite having a bit or two that's above water. Yeah, in general, just trying to have, like, different levels on the bases, I think. Trying to make it so it's not just all one flat surface, and I don't know, it feels fun to at least walk around and stuff, because I realize most of a Subnautica base isn't all that useful, but just because everything isn't 100% functional doesn't mean you can't have fun with it. As a matter of fact, I think that's where games like this are at their best, is when you're not trying to just min-max everything. Like, it's a game. You're allowed to have fun. I have mixed feelings on the ladders. I think in general, probably, yeah, the teleporting's a bit jarring. I can also see where if you're going up and down a ladder 20 times, it could get quite annoying, or if you have a really tall ladder, so... Should be like a toggle feature in the settings. You can like do the climbing animation, or you can just zip up. I feel like I would personally keep it off. But yeah, if you like it, you should have the option to be able to see it. I don't know why these are all like a different color, but I'm sure it'll all even out on the next reload. And we're getting very close, so we can take this guy out pretty soon and get him back. That'll probably be enough. Okay, I think this is everything. So, we're going to save again. We're going to pray. We're going to pray that this is actually big enough for the ghost to fit through. And I give him a gigantic hole. Although I think he can fit between two of these bars. I really think it was a height thing. But we're gonna try and give him, like, the ultimate opening. We're gonna save. We're gonna make sure we got a bit of inventory space. Might actually go drop off a couple items. So we can break some of those hatches and whatnot. Base pieces. And then, hopefully, we can actually trap one of these fellas. You know, half of the stream is called, what, trapping leviathans. So, trapping a ghost, I think. Yes, resource gathering and ghost trapping, so I need to actually fulfill my end of this bargain. Come here, ghosty. It's time to get you in a cage. A bigger cage. It's nicer. You'll really like it. And if you don't, well, screw you. Okay, buddy. Is that the way to treat someone that's trying to free you? Oh, heck. Alright, you're free. Now get over here. Get over here, you. No. Don't go through a wall. That wouldn't be good. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to do it. Please actually get in here. Let's go! He's in! He's in! He's in! He's in! I took damage, but that's okay. That's what first aid kits are for. Alright, alright, we can actually trap him. Let's go. It's your new home, Ghosty. I should probably actually make sure that doesn't contract and let you out. Not ready for that yet. Your home isn't fully built. Oh my goodness. Why not use beacon to lure him in? I guess I could have done that, but, you know, I'm not really at any real risk of dying to him, so, you know. Might as well lure him with myself. It's all a little more predictable. I think you should be good now. Yep, look at that. Look at that. Harmless as a butterfly now. I believe I tested it. You shouldn't be able to get out here. Yeah, I could have used the decoy. It probably just would have been a little less predictable. We'll get one more and we'll finish off his cage and then we will have trapped ourselves a nice, tasty ghost leviathan. there you have it, folks. That is one of the 3 creatures caged up. Probably, I wouldn't say the hardest one, but just if he went off into a cave, if he went off into a wall somewhere, that wasn't going to be good. Now I can go get rid of his home. Look how angry he is. So adorable. I think he probably tastes like what a jellyfish would taste like. And I've never had jellyfish, but I imagine they would be very similar tasting. Now we get rid of this whole contraption. Yes, you entered at the perfect time, bread soldiers. You entered at the perfect time. We have officially caught one of the 3. He should stay. He should stay. Because I've walked away before, and I've tested this in a creative world, and I'm pretty sure whenever I went pretty far away, he didn't break out. I've also tested it with, like, surrounding sea treaders with a bunch of base pieces and leaving for a while, and when I come back, they're still there, so. I just give him a smaller home, you know? He had this whole cave before, and now he's just got a smaller slice of it. But, like, he still has a not horrible amount of room to walk around in. See, I'm reasonably sure we are going to capture all the hostile ones. Now, I'm reasonably sure the Reaper won't be able to hit the ghost from here. But I'm not 100% sure. Here, look at him. Yeah, those are screams of joy. Don't you ever have them? Ah, copper. Or hopefully copper. Titanium. Oh well. And river prowlers, don't worry, we'll be getting you guys too. Just we'll be doing you in a smaller aquarium. We don't need the big ones for those guys. I mean, I guess there's no reason we can't just start working on the second one. I guess I mentally figured I was going to go to probably about 2 a.m. my time, which is in about 40 minutes. I actually wasn't expecting to get all of this done as quickly as I did, so, you know, there's no reason we can't start building another cage. Although we might run out of foundations. I'm not 100% sure. Central time for the win, yes. Okay. Oh my goodness, he is very loud, actually. I'm gonna, like, lower this, like, a decent amount. Because his screaming is actually very annoying, I'm realizing. Tell me if this is better, like, his screeching. Crazy Ghost Leviathan Zoo. Oh, he is one of the main attractions. One of the three. This one we're putting a Reaper in. Although, I don't think we're gonna have enough titanium to finish this one. So yeah, we'll go for another 35 minutes. Then I'll probably call it a night. We're just so happy in there. I guess we're gonna have to get names for these guys too. Maybe that might be something I do on the Discord. So if you want to be able to name the Leviathans, go join the Discord. I'm just kidding. I'll stop shamelessly not so subtly pressuring you guys to go over there. But I might do the naming over there. I would do the adult one, but there's none of them that are close by. Like, the only three, there's one in the Bloodkelp Trench, which I guess it's kind of far away. You'd have to move it through the entire mountains. And then the other two are in the Grand Reef, and those aren't happening. But the way I see it is, functionally, these guys, they're a little smaller, but they're otherwise identical to their adult counterparts. They have the same amount of health, they do the same amount of damage. It's very much still a ghost. Hey Sarah, glad you're liking the vids. Glad you're liking the videos. Appreciate you coming by the stream. Checking out the various stuff we've got going on here. Oh, that's a river prowler. You're nothing, buddy. I have tangled with the likes of Casper the not-so-friendly ghost here, and you don't compare. At all. So stop trying. We got the strongest base in the world, bred soldiers. I don't know what you're talking about. Strongest base in the world. Nothing can penetrate it. It isn't indestructible. They want to tell you about the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. Well, that right there is a very stoppable force, but this is most certainly an immovable object. Why the push for Discord? I'm just getting close to 100 members on there, and I don't know. That little part of my brain would like to see the triple digits. No, y'all don't actually have to join if you don't want to. It is completely your choice. Didn't finish the one eye compartment? Where? Is it on the cage or on the left? Oh. Oh, you're right. Wait. No, I did. Is it this one you're talking about? I think it just looks a little weird because this was, the lighting differences, it should be evened out whenever I reload the game. The ones that are a different color of lighting were here from when I last logged in, so I think next time I reload, it'll all be the same. It should all fix itself. Honestly, for the Reaper, this is going to be pretty luxurious, because they're smaller than the Ghosts. It's the Ghost's fault, honestly. I should deny him food rations for a week for causing that. Like, that's not okay. I need more melons. Need more melons. I'm doing, like, proper Subnautica survival for the first time in a hot minute. Not some insane thing where I'm, like, restricted on my movement or something. Believe me, I'm not done with that. Oh, I found new ways to torture myself with that whole area of challenges. But to just be able to play a regular, you got a big goal, but you can do whatever you need to do to get there kind of thing. It's fun. Made saves in freedom mode. Yeah, getting food is annoying sometimes. They should have a little more health. That would make sense. I was actually really surprised the first time I found out. And it's weird, too, because Ghosts, for some reason, have 3,000 more health than Reapers and Sea Dragons. This should work with a Reaper, yeah. Yeah. Go capture yourself a nice Reaper Leviathan. It only took about maybe an hour or two of titanium mining for all of this. So if you're just trying to capture one Reaper, yeah, that's honestly doable. Can you not? I've been wanting to do that for a while. You're being very rude. I think this is my last titanium, so we'll do this, then we'll pop back up to the surface, and I guess we're going back to the crash zone to mine more. I know that's everyone's favorite place. I just realized, is my prawn suit... Okay, it's in there. I couldn't remember if I left it all the way over there from earlier. Hey, Metro Flip. Welcome in. Welcome in. You get to see the various debacles of a deranged man trying to capture Leviathans in ways that this game never intended. Alright. We are officially out of resources, so time to head back up and get more. Let's go ahead and save. Well, all things considered, I think that went well. He's not going to be too happy when we take off out of here, but you know, that's his problem. I do love the idea, though, of, like, lighting it up and stuff. That'll be so cool. Putting plants in and everything. Oh, yeah. We'll do that for sure. Oh, look, he's trying to get me. He's so mad. Sucks to be you, buddy. Sucks to be you, and that's why I'm not. Bye. The Cyclops is weird. If you're just trying to beat the game, it's not all that helpful. But if you're trying to do, like, crazy stuff, and you need to move around a bunch of resources, it's literally the best thing in the world. It's an odd vehicle in that regard. Oh, I'm gonna need more power soon as well, so... Probably once I get back, I'll just park up next to a thermal vent. That'll solve me power problem. Oh my god, is that a Reaper skull? Since when is there a Reaper skull this high up? I never knew that was here. How did bro get there? Is that another one? Or are those just nondescript bones that could be anything? No, I think that's a Reaper skull as well. Yeah. Why so many? I know how we can do this. We can go up, we can flip around, and we can go around the front of the Aurora. That'll be a good way to get us to a lot of titanium quickly. Is that a Reaper? No, that's surely not a Reaper. Nah, it's gotta be an Ampule. Yeah, it's an Ampule. I am actually gonna have a little nap, though, because... Yeah, it used a lot of energy, but I got ion power cells in a thermal reactor, so... I just gotta find a geyser somewhere, park up next to that for a while, and we're chilling. I do have ion power cells. So. And the engine efficiency module, so. Yeah, we're not too concerned as far as power goes. Oh, I need to replant. Yes, we're going to capture a Sea Dragon, and we're going to capture that Reaper you can maybe hear off in the distance. Let's see where he is. I'm sure we can find him. Yep, that guy over there. He's going to be part of our trap as well, and he's the one we're actually building the next trap for. He just doesn't know it yet. We're going to surprise him. It's going to be like a little early Christmas present. I'm sure he's going to love it. Now we just need to get back to the Aurora. Now we just gotta get back to the Aurora. Because I need some titanium. Yes, Sea Dragons are incredibly annoying. I don't like them either. We're going to do absolutely all that we can to ensure they don't have a good time. What the? Is that the... What? What wreck is this? Is this the... Oh, it's the big one in the bulb zone. I know where we are. Hey, Gale Diaz. Welcome in. Welcome to the shenanigans that we've got going on here. I should probably just go up to the surface and see where we are. That'd be helpful. Oh, we are way off. We need to go this way. We're gonna go around the far side of the Aurora, get all their titanium. We're gonna steal. Oh, here's the Aurora. There's a Reaper over here we might need to deal with, but I'm sure he won't bother us. Actually, if we go down, we should be okay. Just gonna sneak around here and get all the titanium. And hopefully not die, because that would be bad. And if I lost my Cyclops, I would lose everything that I have. Oh, I'm sorry, I butchered your name. I was worried I might do that. Bro can't even hit me. Bro's so garbage at this. Look how hard he's trying. Look how hard he's trying. Oh my goodness, he's like flipping us upside down. Bro, do you want to like get a hobby that's not messing with me? I'm a little scared to leave the Cyclops because I think we're just like upside down right now. Although I think Ballast is going to take care of it. I don't want to be like here. I want to be further that way. I want to be further that way, so... Please don't come back here the second I turn my engine back on. You're coming back here the second I turn my engine back on, aren't you? And then there's another one over here, I know. Wait, like, isn't this all crash zone up here as well? Whoa, Conning Tower. I need to get my bearings. Hey, I'm in your spot. Well, you mind scouting out the area for me? Is it very dangerous? I want to know if there's any threats nearby. Can you tell me, Ninja? Is there anything threatening that I should know about? Oh, you're just gonna, like, be really annoying right here, aren't you? You're right in my way. I need to get to the other side. I'm not a chicken crossing a road. I'm a big submarine trying to cross an ocean. Normally I don't use rig for silent running, but it's actually kind of coming in handy here. Oh my gosh, there's another one. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we made him mad. We made him mad. Maybe it's just a bone shark. Yeah, let's look at that bone shark. Look at that bone shark. See, this is the problem, though. The hitbox is so janky. He can't even get the bite off. Look how much he's trying. I mean, I feel bad, bro. Gave it his all there. I don't know. I want to get, like, a little further. A little further on the front. If I could get over to the side, that'd be, like, perfect. See, they can't even, like, attack you. Because Unknown Worlds broke them. Yeah, if I get, like, up here onto this ridge, I think that'd be a good area to start looking around. Like, Reapers aren't that dangerous, but I also don't want to just be on top of one. Oh, I haven't had my lights on this whole time. Me when I wonder why I keep getting pulled over. I don't know if I built a base so big it's covered an entire biome. I built a base so big it's surrounded the entire map. I've done that. And it did a little more than the entire map, actually. It surrounded about everything you could possibly surround. That mentally broke me a little bit. When did I start what? The base or this project? Oh, time capsule. Oh my goodness. It... Um... Okay, wow. Wow. Just give me 2 cat posters then, why don't ya? Alright. Alright, we'll take that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. 2 of them. I know what? I've never even got one before. Somebody got one and then put one in. Okay, you know what we have to do then. Whenever I eventually finish everything I want to do in this world, I'm putting these 2 and then I'm putting my own one in. That's actually insane. We have 3 cat posters in this world. What? Oh my goodness. This is literally the best, like, time capsule ever. He gave me big filtered water, nutrient blocks. Also, his base was, like, epic. There. Like, what? This is somebody who clearly knew what they were doing. I mean, that is a wicked base. Yeah, that's the best time capsule I will probably ever get in this game. I mean, we peaked right there. One poster for the base, the other for the Cyclops, yes. I have 3 posters now. That is crazy. That is actually insane. So I have the opportunity to send out a time capsule. We'll send out the time capsule with, like, the big Leviathan prison. And then the 3 cat posters. That is insane. I knew this area was good for time capsules. I didn't know it had good time capsules, though. I need my scanner so I can scan these fragments. Did we just casually find your, We just casually find your base? I've heard people say they've gotten my time capsules before. I wasn't honestly sure if they were even still being approved. But I'm reasonably inclined to trust what the people say. I am the front right side of the Aurora. That's where I am right now. 'Cause I need a lot of titanium, and I pretty much exhausted most of my options at the back. So, we're over here now. Also, I don't know if any of you are noticing. I'm definitely noticing some subtle frame dips here and there from probably the giant cage in the Lost River. If I had to take a guess. But we'll power through. This isn't and will not be the biggest thing I have ever built, so. I use DaVinci Resolve. That's what I've been rocking with for a little while. Ever since the longest space video. Before that, I used Shotcut, because it was also free, but it seemed like it had a really low barrier of entry. And I was not good at editing at the time. Still not, I don't think, that great, but I was worse then. Hi, Detective Wraith. Hi, Mr. Wraith. How are you doing on this fine evening? Hope you've been having a good day. Mine's been decent. What's happening? We actually... You kind of caught me at an awkward time. I'm planning to end stream soon, but... We built the first big Leviathan cage. So we went down. We grabbed a few more resources. We got a stasis rifle. And we got some extra modules for the Cyclops. Then we went down. We temporarily trapped a ghost Leviathan. So we could then build a bigger cage for the ghost Leviathan. And we got the ghost Leviathan in the big cage. So he is all trapped now. Then we started building a second cage for the Reaper, but that one's not done yet, and so now we're back getting titanium at the front right side of the Aurora. Oh, you're bailing me out with the explanations. Appreciate it. Yes. So a few things have happened. Actually, it was more than I was expecting to get done today. I was almost just going to be happy with initially trapping the ghost and getting a few resources, but we pulled out the whole 9 yards here. Let's see, I would really like... Where's my prawn suit again? Oh, it's inside. Right, we're okay. We go over here. Then I'll head down there, but it's dark down there, and I don't want to do that yet. That would be a lot of cages. That would be a lot of cages. And I would, but I think it would make the game lag a lot. I'm hoping Subnautica 2's bases are more optimized than this, though. And then we will totally do that. Yeah, we ended up getting about a cage and a... Maybe a cage and a third done, or a cage and a half. Probably a cage and a third. So, it actually went a bit farther than I was expecting, but yeah, everything's gone, so we're back to mining. That's okay, though. In the grand scheme of things, we have not exhausted much. There's all that down there. There's the whole length of the Aurora. I think a few other parts of the Crash Zone I haven't been to as well. I am not concerned with running out of titanium for this project. Hey, let's go. I just checked. We got 98 members in the Discord server. Very nice. big epic. Stop interrupting my explaining. Ah, yes. Why are there stalkers back here? Well, I kind of know why there's stalkers back here, but... okay, I got resources. Well, see, you've explained it a little wrong. We've made the cage for the Ghost Leviathan. It's the other two we gotta make cages for now. Well, you have yourself a good night, Bread Soldiers. I'm not far behind. Probably another, like, maybe it'll go for another 10 minutes or so. After that, I too would like to get some sleep. Oh, we have a lot of notifications. And that number is going to keep getting higher. Because the cage is flooding, the cage is destroying itself. But we have to build 2 more cages and move a bunch of people in before we can actually start getting the hull integrity up. 2 more hours. Oh, I don't know, Ninja. I don't know. I'm getting a little sleepy. It's 2 a.m. for me, yeah. I can maybe go another, like, half hour. I am partially trying to start fixing my sleep schedule, but... Oh, there's just gold in here. Also, a stalker was trying to build his nest. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I'd be mad at me too. 5 more hours? I don't know about that, Wraith. Wraith, I don't know about that. I don't think that one's gonna happen. I think I'll be very tired in 5 hours, and I think it would be properly morning by then. And my sleep schedule would be far more broken than it even is now. Okay, now we're getting all night. Look, I'm good at chain napping, and that gets me a lot of sleeping time, but I don't know if I'm that good. Should we make the deal? The deal that you two would have to stay up all night with me, and I'd expect regular chats to make sure you're actually awake. That you believe in me. That makes one of us. Oh! We got this. Wraith. We got this. Some very nice fella gave us not 1 but 2 Keep Calm Kitty posters in a time capsule. Oh. That's just a Reaper. I'm sure he's not going to bother me. He wouldn't do that, right? Right, guys? More. Well, I'm going to leave my 3 cat posters. In the time capsule. So if somebody gets it and it somehow actually gets approved, somebody's getting a very nice time capsule. It is the friendliest fish in the sea. Look at him. He didn't even bother me. He just wanted to say hi, you know? I mean, that Reaper honestly isn't much different. The way I'm talking about this Reaper honestly isn't much different to the way I see dog owners talk about their dogs. And they'll be like, oh, he's so friendly. He's just trying to come and, you know, get to know you. And meanwhile, it's this 120-pound animal with claws and fangs that is coming up and doing things to me that I can't describe in a YouTube video or in a YouTube live stream. Let's see. I hope they're not just absolutely assaulting my Cyclops while I'm gone. Oh yeah, the far side of the Aurora. This is a fun place. Okay, it's very interesting because it's the sound when you're walking here is the same as like the metal sound of you walking in like a base or something. It feels like it wasn't supposed to be that way. Titanium. Man, this area is big. I don't really normally go here. Also, I kind of wish I hadn't gone here at night, because I can't see anything. I need titanium, game. Just give me all of your titanium. That works. Here's some more. Did anyone else just see a Reaper tail going through the ground? Was that just me? I'm kind of scared to question things anymore. Let me put a little more in the storage. Alright, storage is full. Let's go get ourselves a tad more. Oh, there's some down there I can mine. Sure, why not? I'm over here. Oh my goodness, there's 2 giant nodes here. I might not actually have enough space for all this. I'm gonna have to move the Cyclops over. Don't ask questions what you don't want answers to. He just wants to chat true. All of this gorgeous titanium. If we do exhaust the supply from the crash zone, it's going to make things a little bit more difficult. There's more. There's places I can go to get more. It's just going to be more time consuming because I can't farm 500,000 metal scrap. How much storage do we have left? Not enough. Not enough. Okay, I gotta go, like, get the Cyclops and bring it over here or something. I'll head back. I'll head back to the Cyclops. And the sun's coming up. Perfect. I'll head back to the Cyclops. Get that, bring it over here. And there's also, like, areas deeper down there that we can go, so we shouldn't be running out anytime soon. It's just we have to deal with Reapers when we're down there. And that's annoying. But like here, there's just another scrap. Another scrap. And I want it. I feel like, isn't this just place so nice? Hey, Stalker. That's some nice looking metal salvage you got there, buddy. It, sure would be a shame if someone stole it. Nobody tell him, nobody tell him, nobody tell him, nobody tell him. Alright, we're making a clean getaway. Yeah, let me in. Oh, we're getting close to 1,000 notifications. How lovely. Crafting up everything. Then we'll go... Let's see, 206. Alright, we'll move one more time and we'll do one more big haul. Then we'll call it there for the night. I'm really happy with what all we've got done, though. Extraterrestrial being protection? I have never heard of such a thing. If they're not covered under OSHA, I don't have to respect their rights. That's all I know. Thank goodness ion power cells exist, because this would be so painful if I was running out of battery every 5 seconds. Put it all away. I am looking forward to getting a little farther away from the Aurora, just so the shaking stops, because the shaking is very annoying. Not the battery. That doesn't go in there. OSHA is what doesn't apply to me. OSHA is the people I'm going to ignore because I don't want to follow their rules about workplace health and safety. Now we're going to go down. So there's like one piece there. Okay, yeah, there's more down here. So we just dropped the prawn. Oh, he mad at me. He mad at me. He mad at me. Like, what you gonna do? Get out of my way. Move. Can you please leave me alone? I want to mine in peace. And you're like right here. Being very annoying. You're like, go down there or something. I don't know. Go bother someone else. I ain't got time for all this. Be it Subnautica whilst following the law? Oh, that's gonna be tricky. I don't like doing that without even playing Subnautica. He might go for me. It might happen. I should have splurged for some jump jets. But I didn't, and now we're here. Bro loves to just jump on through all the walls. So how are you liking life under the Aurora, Ninja? Is it everything you ever dreamed of? Boy, shut up. You ain't that guy, pal. You ain't that guy. Oh, my inventory's full. He might be about to go for me, though. Look, harmless as a puppy. Harmless as a puppy. Slightly less harmless than a puppy. Maybe like, the megalophobia feeling. That's true. See, if you thalassophobia, that ain't doing it for you. You know, you can get more. You can do more. And we love that. And we'll go down here. As long as this ain't the dead zone. I don't think it's the literal void drop-off, though. I think there's another lower area. Like, look at all this. I mean, you gotta go through a few puppy dogs, but if you do that, you get so much titanium. It's... Like, why would I ever mine it? Why would I ever go to any other biome and mine titanium when I can just do this? It's great. Now all I gotta do is figure out how to get up there. With that guy around. He's not gonna do anything, though. And we made it. Giant Tree Cove is nice. I don't know if I'd put my main base there because it's so far away from everything. But for like an outpost or something, it's kind of fire. Especially as like a last little safe haven before you head deeper. Oh yeah. Diabetes of titanium. This stuff could clog arteries. I would be having a million heart attacks right now. So I think we'll clear this out. All that metal salvage. I don't remember your metal salvage song, Ninja. Otherwise, I'd be singing it right now. It was a very great song. Best I'd ever heard. I want to remix it now, except I have no musical ability. But I would if I could. Just know that. Put that away, put that away. Oh, the Reaper. Yeah, those stealthy little buggers. They'll get you. Alright, well. That's that Hall of Titanium completed, so I think we're at a good little point here. We got a lot done. So, if you've stayed in the stream this far, I appreciate you stopping by. It's been a fun night. Been fun getting to chat with y'all. Hope you have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, or night. And I will see you all again